My name is Clara Mackenzie, and I've got a tale for you that'll make your blood boil and your heart race. Buckle up, because when I found out my ex was a lying cheat, I pulled off a revenge shebang that would leave anyone gaping in disbelief. Trust me, you're gonna want to hear this story, so here's the deal. I was 28, living in Riverdale, when my world took a sharp left turn. My ex, an army guy, was gearing up for deployment. We had split up months prior, but his deployment neared, and suddenly he wanted to rekindle what we had. Flirty texts, long calls late at night, and a whole lot of "I miss you" talk. It felt like we were back on track, or so I thought. Deployment day was looming, and I thought it was a nice gesture to drop off a small gift for his mom, still on semi-good terms with her. Stupidly, I thought it might stir up warm feelings. But when I got there, I noticed a new car in the driveway. I brushed it off, thinking maybe it belonged to a renter or something. Had no clue it was going to throw me into a pit of rage. A few days later, I received a letter from my ex's mom. It was a hate letter, filled with venom. She accused me of trying to ruin her son's life, branded me a whore for being intimate with him before marriage. The audacity. The irony wasn't lost on me, though. She was clearly choosing to forget her own shotgun wedding. I had no idea he had tied the knot while I was being wooed back into his arms. My blood boiled, and that's the moment the gears in my head started turning. If they didn't know what he was up to, oh boy, were they in for a rude awakening. I gathered every message, email, and text we exchanged like I was assembling a damning case. Each word was a nail in his coffin, so I thought, why not throw a little chaos their way? Armed with my truths, I hopped in my car and made my way back to his mom's place. You can bet I was looking for that obnoxiously new car. The "just married" sign on the back window may as well have been a target on my ex's back. When I saw it, I was ready to strike. I had to get those letters out. First one, straight to his unsuspecting bride. I detailed everything. The affectionate texts, the late-night calls, everything. I didn't hold back. For good measure, I bundled all the evidence in the envelope like a gift wrapped in betrayal. She'd opened a can of worms, and I was about to make it explode. Next, I wrote to his mother. I pointed out her hypocrisy, reminded her of her own ironic marriage while I served her a main course of truth about her son. Told her how he didn't mention anything about his new life while he was flirting with me like a love-struck fool. Oh, she was going to have to deal with the fallout of her son's choices now. I sent the letters, signature required, just to ensure they'd be tearing it open ASAP. Nothing like a little urgency to get the heart racing. And then came my final message to my ex. "You're dead to me." A simple line packed with the weight of my fury. I wanted him to squirm, to stew in his lies and deceit, and boy, would he now. Here's where things get juicy. Thankfully, back then email security wasn't as tight. I still had access to his account, and you better believe I logged in. What I found blew my mind. His wife had received my letter. She was ripping him apart in emails, calling him out like a movie villain. And get this, during their honeymoon, he had the gall to call me. For ice, what the hell? His mom was also in the loop. Oh, the emails I read. She was livid that she was dealing with this chaos under her own roof. I reveled in it. The sight of him scrambling, desperately trying to explain himself. It was like watching a train wreck in slow motion, and every second was deliciously satisfying. He spent months trying to patch things up, drowning in his own miserable lies, but what's done is done. That's karma, baby. Did they get divorced? Maybe, but honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. In the end, all I wanted was to shine a light on his betrayal, and wow, did it backfire on him spectacularly. I may have learned a painful lesson, but I served a slice of justice that day, and let me tell you, it tasted sweet. So here's a piece of advice. Mess with someone like me, and you might just end up being the star of your own revenge story. Trust me, people don't forget betrayal, and karma has a way of catching up with you. So the next time someone tries to play you, remember, the truth has a way of setting you free and revealing the world for what it really is. Stay vigilant, my friends, because often the pen is mightier than the sword, especially when you're armed with receipts.